I played with video a lot a couple of years ago, and I still have the same problem with it then as I do today. It's too bloody hard and it takes too long. It's an investment of time, really, and even with a nice Mac Pro and all the right software, it still takes me too long. I do agree with what these guys said. I actually did do a video last week of me in a blonde wig wearing lipstick. And this is true. I actually did a Chris Crocker, his take, defending Mark Zuckerberg. To give you a comparison, it took me 10 takes to get it right. By the time I'd actually got it, processed it, converted it and uploaded it to YouTube, that's 5 hours of my day lost. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and I thought it was funny, but that's the main reason I do it. I would say to others, by all means, if you have the time and patience, it's a great way of connecting, but if you don't have the time and patience, stick with text. And I don't.
Yeah, I guess it does come down to what your personal preference is, and I personally don't choose to make videos because I don't choose to watch videos. If there's a video or a transcript, because I'm a bit of a speed reader, I'll always choose the transcript. And in fact, Jim Boot, who you will all know as Jim Stewart, is an SEO expert. He's been going for years doing these video blogs. He started out, he would just mount the camera on his rear vision mirror, and as he was driving he would do this video blog, which was hilarious. Did everyone see that? He's so funny, and now he does it professionally with a proper camera and a green screen and all that jazz. But it wasn't until he actually started sending out the videos to India to be transcribed at $5 for everyone who doesn't want to watch video, that he picked up probably double the traffic. Okay, so a couple of questions have come through about ethics. About the ethics of blogging, about the ethics of your comments, and are there points where you have to sort of think, I'm going to sleep on it before I make that comment, or have you got in trouble, over sort of ethics and getting into arguments with other bloggers or anything like that?
Surprisingly, no. I know there's this perception out there that bloggers are unethical. I think it's quite the opposite. I think bloggers are far more honest people than journalists will ever be. I don't get offered a lot of things to review because most of my audience is in the United States. I will occasionally go and review something I'm sent and send it back. But I would never write a positive post about something sent to me. In fact, I'd be more likely to write a negative post about it. And no offence to the marketers in the room, sometimes being pitched all the time is really annoying, so I might actually do it out of spite occasionally. I don't know how ethical that is. But no, it does come up from time to time. I think it's a great question, but I think you'll find the majority of bloggers, except maybe mummy bloggers, and I shouldn't say that, and you've ever actually Google mummy bloggers and, what was it, MummyCon, Darren, you might remember, where it was just essentially an orgy of freebies, and I thought it was disgusting, to be quite honest, and I would never do that.
I get offered free things a lot, and I get asked to review things a lot, but usually I don't. I would never review anything that I wouldn't use, and I don't know, I just feel like it lowers the whole tone of what I'm doing, and it's a bit like selling out, I guess. If I do get offered a freebie to give away to my readers, then I'll think really carefully about whether it's something that I would actually want, because these marketers, they want me, I don't really want them, so I really try to make the right decisions about those things. I know that a lot of people don't, and I see a lot of people plugging stuff that I think, you're not really into that, and I'm not really getting what you're saying, and it just doesn't ring true, and it really does turn me off their blog. So I would say, don't be ruled by your ego. If somebody's going to give you something for free, have a think about why they're doing that, and don't just review products just because you get sent them. Just say no or send them back, or make sure it's something really super great before you lower the tone of your blog, because you can't get it back. Once you've gone there, like, it's all over.
The only thing I really get asked to do is paid posts. So, could you mention our post? And I've been offered $5,000 for a post, and I've always said no to that. I know other bloggers will do it and disclose it, and so this is a paid post, sort of advertorial type stuff. But yeah, I've said no to those, although it would have been nice money at times, mainly because I just don't want to be seen to be compromising that. On the flip side of it though, I do affiliate promotions, which are promoting products that I believe in, and I earn a commission on that, so perhaps there's a grey area there. I'm more comfortable with that, and I disclose those. Yeah, there's a spectrum, and a lot of bloggers sit somewhere in that grey area in the middle.
Brian Clark, copy blogger, has this philosophy of creating a thing that he calls cornerstone content, where if you've got someone coming to your blog or your website for the very first time, there's got to be something there that they can access that's extremely useful, that is easy for them to share. Have any of you got that? And if so, what is it? And if not, do you think you should?
On the front page of ProBlog, I have a section which has hot posts, and that's an automated thing where it just shows the hottest stuff, the most popular stuff. But it also has a section, Darren's Picks, I think it's called, Darren's Favourites, which points people back into the archives of some of what I think is the more central cornerstone content. So it links back to a series I wrote, Blogging for Beginners, which is just, the real basics. The problem with blogs is that because they're chronological, a lot of the stuff that you've written 2 years ago, it's never seen again, unless people arrive at it from Google. So you want to think about how can I, that stuff that people need or that's most helpful or does well on your site, you want to find ways to link back to that. Again, on my photography blog, I have in my navigational areas, I have some of those most popular pages. I call them sneeze pages. So they're a list of my hottest posts or my best posts. So there's a page of travel photography tips, which has 20 different posts I've written on travel. So it's a really quick way for people to see 20 things that you've written previously. It gets them back into your site.
I like my blog to be, a bit of a base camp for everyone, not just a base camp for my own blog, but a sort of a springboard to other people's blogs as well. So on the front page of Meet Me at Mike's, I have a lot of links, like lots and lots and lots of feeds from other people's blogs with a little thumbnail so people can kind of have a little bit of a look and see what such and such has posted about and then pop over there. And I think that's really useful for my readers because not everybody that reads my blog has a blog, and a lot of them aren't using normal feed readers like Google Reader or Bloglines or whatever. So they actually come to my page as their kind of feed reader, and they trust me to edit go through all the blogs and find the ones that are good and quality content and the sort of things they'd want to read about. And they go to those blogs from me rather than spending the time and making their own choices about it. So I think that's a really good feature of my blog, and yeah, I would kind of encourage other people to, be linking out to people that you really love. Like, don't just link to the people that ask you to link to them or that pay you to link to them, but link to the blogs that you love from your homepage so that, you're developing a bit of a community and, yeah, you can kind of go backwards and forwards to each other.
Not strictly applicable to us, because all the stuff we do is topical and it's basically current news. That said though, we do a couple of things where we have the related posts, so they come in from Google, it will automatically pick up content which is related to what they come in on, which they might find interesting and they link to that. We also involved with a company that does traffic exchange, so we have a number of sites similar to ours. We send traffic to them and then they send traffic to us, and then we actually feed our best posts in there. So we're hoping to get a new router that way. It's similar, I guess, to the main content, but because we have so much content, I think we're up to about 22,000 posts now. It's just too hard to pick which one. So if they can get it contextual to what they're looking for, it seems to work for us.